Hi guys, I'm Faye, and this is how I keep myself accountable for my trip to Japan. It's going to be a little bit of a weird one. We're going to tick over the midnight mark on this, but today is the delectable meal for today. It is day 69. Our fundages have not changed, and I did not get a word for today. We'll find something while we're going through this though, because today is sport day. Uh, Ironically, sport day, 9482. Not the best day when it comes to sport day. So today, rather than going through specific places and things like that, I want to look into, as you can see up top, some different martial arts. So most of these you will have known before. It's probably just this one that's gonna muck you around a little bit. Um, but also I didn't know how the scoring for any of these things were done. I didn't know how you would do these things competitively. Uh, and I have given Cobra Kai far too much shit recently to not look into this properly. So here we are. So I've done these in a completely different order to what's up here. So we're going to start with judo. Judo is a martial art completely dependent on the throw. And some of the ways people get thrown in this, I don't know how they get up afterwards. Uh, so essentially, in judo, you want to get a good throw. Uh, there are only two ways to win in judo. The first of which is to get a successful throw, which would be something like that. Sorry, I'm in the way. Something like that. That would fuck you up, but that guy in white definitely just won. The other way, you can pin the fuckers for 20 seconds. Easier said than done because if you've ever tried to pin anyone that's around the same weight as you before, it don't go easy. The second one that we got is sumo. So I actually knew this one before looking into it. I fucking love sumo. Uh, the way that you win in sumo is sorry, there are two ways. Most of these are going to have two ways you can win things. The first is by touching. So if any part of you apart from the soles of your feet touch the ground, you lose. Which is absolutely astounding because could you imagine any form, any wrestler not being able to touch the ground with anything but the soles of their feet? Like, if your foot rolls the wrong way and the top of your foot touches, you lose. If your hand grazes that ground, you lose. There is no if your knee slaps the ground, you're out. The other way is being pushed out of the ring, which it's pretty the same for any form of proper fighting. Well, proper competitive fighting. Like if a boxer gets out of the ring, he loses. It's just how it works. Also, just because I like it, this guy in the big white belt, he's what's known as the Yokozuna, which is the top rank of sumo. Weirdly enough, there are a lot that weren't Japanese, uh, and I feel like if the sport spread there more, Samoa would kick some ass in sumo. Most of the Pacific Islands, or the Peloponnesian Islands, most of those islands would absolutely wreck house in sumo. Sport number three is karate. Karate, I need to stop giving this guy so much shit for it. Or this one. So karate is a score-based system as well, and again, two ways that you win, both involving your score. Technically three, but they try to avoid pushing for knockouts. Um, the ways that you can win traditionally are either you time out because our rounds are only going for 3 minutes. Whoever has the highest score at the end of the time wins. However, if you can knock somebody hard enough to get 8 points higher than they've got, you win automatically. The scores are based on where you're hitting and how you're hitting. So if you're getting clean hits to a specific body area, which are like your stomach, your chest, your head, and your face, because apparently they count those as two different things, you are going to get more points than if you do a sloppy. If you sloppily hit the face, you're going to get less points than maybe the same amount of points. I can't remember. Than hitting stomach and chest. Wrong way around. But next up is judo, which is Japanese archery, and is done as a martial art more as a form of meditation than anything else. Though you are practicing this in a very different way. The bow has to be used very different to Western bows, especially considering, look at the size of this fucker. This has got to be like a 7-foot tall bow. But yeah, hit the target, hit it well, get more points. Whoever gets the most points wins. That one I feel like most people can understand because most people know how archery works. The last one is Kendo. Kendo is another point-based system, but you need 2 points to win your round. Every time you get a point, you separate, and you start again. The points can be gained by striking the head, the wrists, the body, or lunging for the throat. I don't know if you need to connect for the throat lunge. I feel like probably not. I feel like it'd be that traditional, like, go for the throat, and when your blade stops an inch before it, you win. But honestly, looking into some of this shit, I wouldn't mind starting to do a martial art. Another one that was possible for being put on this list was Aikido, which is all about redirecting energy, but is not in the same category as a lot of other martial arts because it's kind of like sumo, where it is done as a form of strengthening and a form of discipline, but if you try to use it in a proper fight, you're not going to go too well. Which is kind of what I want it for. More meditation, less I'm going to go and try and fight people, because that happens a lot with people that start learning martial arts. But that's going to be it for today. We have already ticked over into the Tuesday. Happy birthday, Scarecrow. I've been Faye, you've been awesome, and I'll see you later tonight. Bye.